Spontaneous human combustion is one of my two most favorite, rarest, most mysterious, and most sinister phenomenon. This is my favorite picture of spontaneous human combustion. I think of all mysteries, this one is the most sinister of all. We're not sure what causes it. I'm sure the Christian God knows, and we'll eventually find out. Spontaneous human combustion. Is spontaneous human combustion a myth or a supernatural medical mystery? Spontaneous human combustion is the most horrifying, most fantastic, and most mysterious phenomenon on Earth. For hundreds of years, spontaneous human combustion has claimed the lives of hundreds of people, both significant and insignificant. Spontaneous human combustion is also known as preternatural combustion, preternatural combustibility. Now, there are at least 300 cases, 300 documented cases of spontaneous human combustion. There's probably more. These are just the ones that are known. 300, 400 is the official version. This phenomenon has been happening around for 600 years. The first victim was in the 1400s, a man. He was a knight. The legend goes that in the 1400s, there was this young knight, and this man loved music, women, and drinking. One day, when he was outside with his family, he drank some alcohol, and in a few moments later, he started vomiting flames from his mouth. Vomiting flames. And then his body just exploded in flames in front of his entire family. This has been going on for centuries. Of course, officially, people don't believe this and try to explain it as being either a hoax or something completely natural, unknown but natural. But there's nothing natural about this, at least not completely. These are some of the known spontaneous human combustion victims. Polonus Vorstius, 1470. This is the person I was just talking about. The first case was in 1470. Nicole Millet, 1725. Cornelia di Bandi, 1731. She was a duchess. Phyllis Newcombe, 1938. Mary Reeser, 1951. This is the most famous case. Anna Martin, 1957. Helen Conway, 1964. That was terrifying. John Irving Bentley, 1966. That one was scary too. Robert Francis Bailey, 1967. Jeanette Kazmierczak, 1977. Henry Thomas, 1980. Gianni Safin, 1982. This was a sad one. George I. Mott, 1986. Michael Faharty, 2010, one of the most recent. And Elizabeth McLaughlin, 2011, another recent case. And many, many more. In spontaneous human combustion, The gruesome result is the gruesome result of a mysterious fire within the human body. I told you I mentioned some of the victims, now some of the characteristics. 1. There is usually just one victim. 2. The victim is either male or female, mostly female. 3. The victim is middle-aged or older. 4. The victim is almost always alone and indoors. 5. The victim is never naked. 6. There are almost always no witnesses. 7. The victim is completely or almost completely obliterated to ashes, with 1 or 2 legs, feet remaining, or a skull and fingers. Sometimes the victim's organs and clothes survive. 8. The victim's surroundings, the objects, the room, even the entire house building is left undamaged by the flame fire. 9. There is a black greasy residue on the walls, floor and ceiling. 10. There is a sweet smoky smell in the room. 11. There is a weird orange-red glow in the room. 12. There is an eerie, ominous feeling in the room. 13. The atmosphere in the room is very steamy and the walls are radiating heat. 14. Sometimes there is a burnt hole on the floor or on the ceiling. 15. There is no evidence of struggle, panic, foul play, break-in, or any other external source for the fire. 16. The fire came from within the victim's own body. 17. The fire does not spread beyond the victim's body. And 18. The victim was reduced to ashes in minutes or seconds. And 19. The fire is estimated to have been 3,000 degrees or over 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. In order to cremate a human body industrially, you need at least 1,000 degrees or 2,000 degrees. This one is 3,000 or more degrees, which even machinery cannot replicate. Now, I mentioned the victims, I mentioned the effects of spontaneous human combustion, and now, lastly, the theories. Some of these are my own. I'll tell you which ones. 1. Smoking. 2. Alcoholism. 3. The fireplace. 4. The wick effect. 5. Methane gas. 6. Pyro killer. 7. Demons. 8. Ghosts, phantoms or poltergeists. 9. Witchcraft. 10. Divine judgment, divine punishment. 11. Lightning strike. 12. Ball lightning. 13. Aliens, which don't exist. 14. Secret weapon. 15. Superhuman powers. 16. A mysterious element called pyroton or pyrotron. The pyrotron element. 17. Secret self-activating alchemical process formula. 18. Secret internal code. 19. Fire demon. This one is similar to 7. 20. Self-destruct mechanism. And 21. This was one of my ideas. I believe original sin. Perhaps spontaneous human combustion is a side effect of original sin. sort of like a self-destruct secret internal mechanism code. A self-destruct internal mechanism original sin. In some cases of spontaneous human combustion, the victim was in extreme pain, while in other cases the victim wasn't even aware that they were on fire. It seems as though these flames can destroy you without hurting you. Sometimes some nearby objects may be damaged by the flames, while other times the nearby objects are completely unharmed by the flames. These flames are special. They don't exist anywhere else in nature. You could travel the whole world, but you will never find them, because these flames come from the internal world, not the external world. These flames are special. They cannot be duplicated, replicated, simulated in a laboratory, because they come from the inside world, the invisible world, not the outside world, the visible world. Since the flames come from inside the body instead of outside the body, they will not spread beyond the body. Something unnatural, superhuman must have happened to that person. The mysterious flames come from inside the body. Thus, the answer to this mystery must also be inside the body. And since no rational, logical explanation can explain the mystery of spontaneous human combustion, then the answer must be something unnatural, preternatural. In investigations such as we are now pursuing, it should not be so much asked what has occurred as what has occurred that has never occurred before. When all rational explanations fail, the only solution left is a non-rational one.